we're ready for rolling out our pastry. So we have just floured the board. I've cut the pastry in half and we're just going to roll it with nice, even, light rolls. Don't turn your pastry over, turn the direction of your pastry on the board. So then it's entirely up to you how thick or how thin you like your mince pies, as to how thin you roll the pastry. Just needs a little bit of flour. And there. I guess mince pies are something that you either love or you just can't stand at all. So if you want to make these instead of mince pies, you could stew some apple and fill them with apple on the inside. So now for this tin, I have my cutter that's just a little bit bigger than my tin, and just take out some rounds. And these have been lightly greased, so my pastry will fit into that like that. You can keep going and keep cutting it out until you have all of that full. Then into that we're going to put a teaspoon of mincemeat. Okay, don't overfill them, because if you overfill them, the mincemeat just bursts out and comes out the sides. Oops. Okay, so then for our topping, we have a round cutter that's just the same size as the circumference of your pâté tin. So we'll just cut a couple of those. And sit them then on top. So the oven is up to temperature now. It's up to my 180 degrees or my gas mark 5. So I'd like to do maybe a couple of little fancy ones. So I'm going to cut out stars. At the top of those ones there. And then maybe I would like this one with just the round that just comes inside where the mincemeat is. Okay, so these would be our shallow ones, and then we just brush the top of, give those a little bit of egg wash on them to make them look nice and crispy. But when you take them out and you're going to put them out to serve them, you dust them with some icing sugar. So that's those. Then if I want to make them in my deep thing, in my deep tin, none of the pastry cutters that you can buy would be big enough for your pastry case to sit down in the tin. So I have here just a bowl, like a big ramekin dish, that's going to cut it out, and if the pastry will sit down into the dish. I'll just show you now. So we just flour that. Okay, and after you have rolled pastry, just roll it up and leave it have a little rest before you start off again. And you can go and roll the other part that you have saved. So we'll just roll that out. And then we have this cutter, so we're going to cut it out. Show you the couple. So we want this pastry then to sit into our tin. So that will sit down into the tin like that. And I'll just do another one just to show you into my tin. And then we'll have our minced meat. And these ones take an awful lot more to fill up, so you want a good big teaspoon. So these are just muffin. This is just a muffin tray. I'm not a big fan of these guys myself. I prefer the smaller ones. So then we want a top for that. And you can see just the ordinary scone cutter just fits the top of that perfectly. That can go on there. And then we're just going to give those a little egg wash. And they'll go into the oven to bake at your 180 degrees for 15 to 18 minutes. And that's it. Okay, good luck, enjoy, cheerio, bye.